Right, so 1 year ago today, the president signed a little thing called the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill. Yeah, right? Something amazing. And so our next keynote speaker really needs no introduction, but hey, I'm up here and I'm going to take the honor to do just that. U.S. Secretary of Transportation, Secretary Pete Buttigieg, has led improvements in safety, jobs, equity, climate, and innovation. As we mark its 1 year anniversary today, Secretary Buttigieg championed President Biden's signature bipartisan infrastructure bill, as I mentioned, and thanks to his leadership, the department has enabled the most significant improvement in U.S. transportation infrastructure in more than a half of a century. Every time I've heard him speak or to be interviewed, I have found the Secretary's work inspirational and encouraging to those of us who work in transportation every day around this country. So on behalf of Metro and everyone here in this cathedral of a station, I'm so proud to welcome Secretary Buttigieg.
Thank you and good morning. What a great day this is. What a pleasure it is to be here. And I am mindful of being the last speaker in an extensive program, so I'll keep my comments brief, but I can't miss the opportunity to celebrate with you and to offer my congratulations to everyone who made today possible, everyone who kept fighting for years and years and years, knowing how much it would help the people of this region. Senator Warner, Senator Kaine, as Governor Warner and Governor Kaine, thank you and congratulations to the representatives Wexton and Beyer and Connolly and everybody in Congress who helped make this happen, to Chairs McKay and Randall and Smedberg, to the WMATA board, including Matt Letourneau, to Jack Potter, and certainly Randy Clark, to you and your fantastic team. Mayor Bowser, who you have so much to be proud of in D.C., and your residents, including my kiddos and spouse and myself, are delighted by today's news. And a big thank you and congratulations to everyone who, by their skill and by their sweat, made this actually possible physically, and we'll begin getting it up and running in a matter of moments, including the members of ATU Local 689, who I'm pretty sure are excited to get out there. Thanks for what you do to keep us moving. So many of us have so many strong associations and memories when it comes to Dulles Airport. Well, I wasn't expecting to go quite as far down memory lane as Senator Warner took me. But I certainly remember the excitement that I felt when a bus dropped me and a bunch of other students with backpacks slung over our shoulders to get ready to board a jumbo jet to take us overseas for a scholarship that changed all of our lives. I remember the knot in my stomach when a cab dropped me off here a few years later to catch a flight to Kuwait and on to a war zone for the first time as a civilian economic advisor. And a bit less dramatically than many times, as Transportation Secretary, that I come here to catch a flight. And so many people, either in their greatest adventures or in their everyday routines, count on the transportation in and around this airport, in and around this region. When the airport was first opened almost exactly 60 years ago today, President Kennedy said that the building symbolizes the aspirations of the United States. And I think the same can be said of the Silver Line today. Allowing people to affordably get to where they need to go, whether it is a baggage handler working at the airport or a federal employee, yes, commuting into the District of Columbia, or a software engineer working at the terrific tech employers who are here. So many will count on this and will benefit from it. And I think all of us in the DMV have that experience of a friend saying that they're coming to Washington, they're flying in, and you're so excited. I can't wait, I'll be there to greet you when you come. And then there's that little pause. Wait a minute, which airport did you say you're going to be coming to? Awkward pause no more, because it will be easier no matter what. And it's a very fitting day for this celebration. And not only because, as I would be remiss to omit, it is the birthday of our Federal Transit Administrator, Nuria Fernandez. So it is a welcome birthday gift. but also, as was mentioned, the one-year anniversary of the President's bipartisan infrastructure law, one, by the way, which would not have been possible without support from each of the House members and senators that you saw speak earlier, and we thank you for that support that got us to this point. And just like many of us would say of the Silver Line itself, not a moment too soon. We have been waiting a long time, nationally, for the investments that are allowing us to fix roads and bridges, to allow us to reconnect communities that were divided in the past, to say yes more and more times to more and more great applications for improvements at ports and airports, including, by the way, right here at Dulles, where a new 14-gate concourse will improve access to passengers right in and out of this region. Just a few of the literally thousands of projects that are underway, and that reflect the vindication of those who believe that we need and must pursue these kinds of infrastructure investments. And what we've seen with the passage of the infrastructure law, with the projects we're helping to deliver, and what we see here with the Silver Line, is democracy at work. And yes, as anyone who has ever survived a public hearing or meeting knows, sometimes democracy in action can be a lot to bear. But at the end of the day, people have come together to make things better. And as Chair Randall so aptly put it, this is more than anything about everyday life. Because this room, Senator Kaine and Mr. McKay and others, we are in the minority, I think, in terms of literally dreaming about public policy and public transit and transportation. But everybody has dreams about faith or about family or about enterprise or whatever it is that makes them tick. And we don't even have to know what they dream about to know that what happens next when they get up in the morning, whatever it is that makes them tick, they will be better off because of the environmental benefits, the economic benefits, the safety benefits, the affordability benefits of excellent public transportation. So I join you, much as I felt in my first months and a year or two as mayor, cutting ribbons on things that my predecessor had set into motion, knowing that this is the result of what many people who have come long before us have done. I'm here more than anything to join in that celebration, to urge you on, to represent a resolutely and enthusiastically pro-public transit Biden-Harris administration, and to offer my warmest congratulations to everybody who's been part of this. Thank you very much.
Well, how do you beat that for closing an amazing program? Secretary Pete Buttigieg, thank you for all your service, Secretary. Why don't we thank the Secretary one more time and his whole team for being here today. It's just fantastic.